Hello, my loves. It is Lala Kent. Welcome back to the Give Them Lala podcast. I'm fighting a little bit of a cold.
Tis the season. Do you still have your cold, Easton, or no?
I think it's coming back.
Really?
Yeah, because this one over here.
It just keeps going. We had the same stomach bug. I had a 24-hour stomach bug. Did you ever get that or no? Where you did all the things that I did?
I didn't throw up, but I did shit, which I was thrilled about because
did you throw up?
Yes, that night. I almost threw up in your house.
Oh, I was shitting my brains out. I didn't throw up, though.
Yeah, I didn't throw up.
Stomach bug. It's here.
Just one of the ends.
Filthy.
Which I was really excited about, though, because I was constipated throughout my pregnancy, and it continued throughout postpartum until that day.
Wow, congrats. Speaking of constipation, I can't wait to get into the Housewives. I was almost passing away.
Which one?
The Shannon scene.
Shitting on the
I can't. No.
They did her so dirty with one of the two. They did her so dirty.
Okay, do we think that that was really her, or do you think they edited it?
I bet they edited it.
I bet they edited it, and the thought of water. First off, what is in enema? I have so many questions. I've never done that.
A suppository up your butt?
What does she mean? Like it came out like all the... I'm sick. I'm gonna pass away. I'm gonna pass away.
When you say that. Let's talk about it when we get to OC. OC. Shannon shitting.
And like, how fast does it come out? And like, why is it stuck in the first place?
The poop is stuck.
Why?
Because she's constipated.
How does poop?
Have you never been constipated?
I don't think so.
I've had to pull poop out of my...
Your own butt?
No.
Oh.
Out of my child.
I was almost going to throw up.
No, out of Shannon. Or out of Shannon.
You're pulling poo out of Shannon's butt?
No, let's not start rumors. No, out of my child when she's been constipated. It's really sad.
That is really sad.
We do what we got to do. Anyway, hello. Hi, how are ya?
Kicking it off well.
Kicking it off with a little booty talk.
Yay.
Hope you like anal. So, Easton, let's start with the breaking news that Mom sent today that people are lighting the ballot boxes
hundreds of ballots have been destroyed in the Oregon and Washington area. There was a photo. Mom sent me like the link, but there's a photo and it's like they put like a firecracker or something
inside of it.
Yeah, so you can slip it like a ballot and then it probably just lights the whole thing, like all of it in there. I don't know how they're doing it.
So messed up.
I didn't read Lisa. I just read the
what kind of losers do we know? Is it mixed left and right? And I know I'm just curious, but like, who is it? Do we know? Is it randoms? Is it like communists? Like, who is it?
I would think that on every box there's some sort of camera in reach so that you can see, right?
There must be. There should be.
Well, they should.
I mean, we're picking our nation's leader. Like, there should be some sort of security.
And I'm really like, I don't want this and I'm not manifesting this, but a big part of me thinks, and this shit isn't going to help, as soon as the president is announced the winner, it's going to be recall because like, they cheated and this and miscount and all this shit. And I'm just like, this shit isn't helping.
No, that's exactly what Lisa said.
Ugh.
Because I was like, what is the point of that? Because, of course, I always ask, I need to know the point of these things.
So
because
why?
So much doesn't make sense in the world that, like, once someone can make something make sense, even if it's just a little thing.
Well, we can
where
do
I can go,
digging.
I can see that side. There's literally zero explanation to this. We all have a voice. We all get to use it when election year rolls around. And I just don't understand. You know what? I do understand. I have been told since the age of 18 when I first voted, and it was McCain and Obama. And I remember my neighbor, and growing up in Salt Lake City, Utah, I came from a family that I think compared to California liberals or Los Angeles liberals would be more conservative, looked at as more conservative. But we were a liberal family. My next door neighbor was California liberal.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In Utah.
In Utah.
Okay.
And she said to me, Lala, that's where one of my names came from, is my neighbor who I grew up until I left Salt Lake at 23. She had known me since birth. She said, Lala, let me tell you, this is the most important election that you will ever be a part of. And I held that with me. And I feel that has not changed throughout the few times that I have been a voter.
Every year or every 4 years,
every
it
year
repeats itself.
Someone says to me, this is the most important election of your lifetime. I truly believe this election will be
I believe every election is the most.
They're all very important.
But this one specifically, I feel like will have
life
repercussions.
Evolves so fast nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Laws evolve. People that like that is, you're right. Like you are right. This is going to be the most important of our lives. But things are evolving so fast now with technology and AI and all this. It's like every election is going to be like, oh shit, our lives are on the line.
Yeah, there's a lot. This is, well, and going back to the first time Donald Trump was on the list, on the ballot. They're all very important elections, and I'm a very open book. And I feel like you guys and my friends, my listeners, know my stance on a lot of things. When it comes to who I vote for, even though you probably can guess, I have never told anybody who I voted for.
Like in your life?
In my life.
Wow.
And I was trying to wrench it out of her this time, and she didn't tell me.
No.
Wow, I love that. Keep it private if you want to keep it private.
I've always kept it private,
great
though.
about
I've
voting.
always kept it private.
And guess what? Voting should be private. I hate
Well,
the
it should be
conversations
however
around
you feel.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
However you feel. If you want to shout who you voted for from the rooftops,
Go for it.
I shout my beliefs, and I think when you take those and then put who is probably in alignment with me, you could probably guess, but maybe not. Maybe you couldn't guess, or maybe you could. Or maybe I wrote my own name. Maybe I wrote Jess's name.
That's
but
a crazy
did I?
thing.
Probably not, but maybe.
This is the first election where I can look at people and go, I really, even if you were hard red or blue, I don't know who you voted for.
Nope. And
like back in the day, you could be like, I know who they voted for because of their stance. This is the first time that I feel like you're not voting. You're voting for a person and not a party.
I have a question.
Is how I feel.
Yeah.
This is the first time.
I totally agree with you. I think it's also interesting because for me, I've always, growing up, me and my entire family had extremely different viewpoints. And to this day, even more so, there's 7 of us, immediate mom, dad, 5 kids. Every single one of us have slightly different viewpoints to the point where from the youngest, Daniel, to my dad, we are like, it's like left, right,
black and
opposite
white.
ends of the spectrum and everything in between. We are still the closest family of all time. So taking this moment just to say, like, yes, election year, tensions are going to be high, lives are on the line, there's a lot at stake, but also we're all human.
Well, that's how I look at it, is like when somebody tells me, like, because people have told me, I don't judge. I go, there's been something in your life that has happened to make you choose this for your vote. I don't, that's the thing. Like, I can't get mad at you for choosing something that may have happened in your own life that is pointing you in the direction of this vote.
Right.
You know, like that's the thing.
I think it's very important, though, to remind people that it's happening November 5th. So please go out and vote. All right? As women, we fought really hard to make our voices count. So, like, please go vote.
The summer before college, bright yet irreverent Elliot comes face to face with her older self during a mushroom trip. The encounter spurs a funny and heartfelt journey of self-discovery and first love as Elliot prepares to leave her childhood home. My Old Ass stars Maisie Stella as young Elliot and Aubrey Plaza as the 39-year-old wisecracking older Elliot. My Old Ass is a funny, heartwarming, thought-provoking coming-of-age story about celebrating your present and learning to accept and embrace the changes in life. From Amazon MGM Studios and produced by Lucky Chap, My Old Ass, rated R, coming soon to Prime Video.
My mom just sent me this photo, and how could you be mad?
Oh, that is the perfect Gus for Halloween. Let me see.
Angel
I have to
baby.
look. I have to look.
You guys.
We're gonna. Oh my!
She really is
I'm
the
sending
cutest.
this
Sosa
to
Kent
send
is the cutest thing I've ever, the most gorgeous baby I've ever seen in my entire life. By the way, shout out to our editor on the podcast videos because
That was money.
Ocean with that haircut put me in my
No,
grave.
Sosa.
Or Sosa,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm still getting used to the fact that I have two kids. I call Easton, I call everyone Ocean.
You do?
Everyone. I yell, I'm like, Ocean, turn the TV. I mean, Easton, turn the TV down.
I don't even say names anymore. Where's
You're
the
like,
other
hey,
one?
where's the other one?
Where's the other one?
It never ends too,
Yeah,
Law,
where's
by
the
the way.
other one?
Still to this day, my dad will go, when I'm home for Christmas, Jay, Steve, Kate, Dan, God damn it, Jess.
That's how I'm going to be after I have my fifth.
Yeah. Oh
Have
my
you seen
God.
there's a cute little video and it's two twins and the dad goes up to yell at one of them and he goes, Harper, come here. And Harper is like in the kitchen and the other one runs out of her room and she goes, I hopper.
They're
Oh,
so
And he
that
goes,
is
you're
so
Harper?
cute.
And she goes, I hopper.
And then she points to her
at
sister.
Last one.
And she was like,
Last one.
Let me
But
see.
it-
Are you
Utah,
I
baby.
couldn't even
With her
imagine.
little bonnet.
no, she
Are you
looks
dead?
like she's about to walk out
Churn butter.
She's
Yeah, she's
perfect. I
churning
told you,
butter.
I know every time I
So
or she's
stinking
popping
cute.
out of a cabinet to make a Sunday dinner.
Okay, so cabinet.
see Apple Peltro.
Yeah?
That's who I think she's going to look like.
All
Apple.
right. I'm not mad about it. I don't
Yeah.
even know what
Who
that person looks
but
like.
She's
It's
beautiful.
Gwyneth
She's
Martin.
got to be. Apple Martin?
It's Gwyneth Paltrow's.
No, maybe not Apple Martin. It's
All
a
right.
different one. I'll figure it out, you guys.
What I do know is she looks just like my mom's brother.
She looks like Gigi.
She looks a lot like the Jeej. She started smiling at 5 weeks, and I don't know that that's normal. Most people say like, oh, it's just gash when they smile that young.
Nope.
No, she's fully grinning. She's 9 weeks old on Tuesday
She's
or
9
yesterday. Yeah.
She started smiling at 5 weeks. Oh, well, she started basically walking around the hospital room at 5 minutes with that head up. Are you kidding? Looking around, just like, what's up?
I know. It's
She's-
crazy. She goes to USC next year. Wow.
She's very advanced. Okay. She's very advanced. She's smiling, lifting her head up, fresh out of the womb. Doesn't make a peep. Total chiller.
She's a
Eats
groover.
5 ounces.
Always moving those hands and feet.
Is that a lot?
That's quite a bit.
Is
yes.
it?
Yeah. She's
Thank you. I'm so glad somebody said that because they're always like, she ate 4 ounces. I'm like,
well,
Good,
going
cool.
from like 3.5
That's
to
good.
overnight, just face chugging.
5.
Yeah, that's
she's
a
growing
lot.
little kid, eh?
Anyway, there's gonna be someone being like, my 9-week-old eats 10 ounces
And a loaf of bread.
and a loaf of bread.
Loaf of bread.
That is so hilarious. Speaking of hilarious things, I'm gonna out someone in the DMs.
Yes, let's do it.
So my mom, and this is so rude, and I'm really sorry for everything that she's gone through, but how she ended the DM was like, okay,
I
now
know.
I don't feel bad.
And mom, the thing is, Gigi, she was like, this person sent me a really long cute and I have to get down and sit down and read it. Like she was
No, I said, you're not
wanting to.
reading that, are you? It was literally
She sent it to Gigi or to the pot? Or
No,
to
to
Gigi.
Oh,
Gigi.
okay.
to Gigi. It was the longest DM. So imagine me scrolling like this,
It was
On a
that long.
text-
but
Oh.
like 4 of them.
Huge.
Huge DM, guys. Huge. So she's going on and on about how difficult her life has been. She like lost her parents. This is not verbatim what she's been through. So if you're listening, I apologize if I get your story wrong. But basically, really, really sad story.
Okay.
Very
And
sad
she
story.
ties this sad story up in a bow with, this is the reason why you should buy me my $2,000 Taylor Swift ticket. And just like that, I didn't give one fuck about what you've been through.
Yeah. And just
And
like
just
that.
like that, don't care.
And just like that, girl.
I mean, it's almost like, have you
Mom-
gone through everything that you've gone through because this is the person you are?
What did Lisa say?
No, mom
I don't
comes,
think she responded.
stomps. I hear buffalo.
Well, wouldn't you be
Buffalo
pissed off
down-
if you
oh,
just
yeah.
got done with a book and the ending sucked?
And the reason why I'm calling her buffalo is not,
Buffalo gal.
it's because of how hard she walks on her heels.
Yep.
Oh, Lisa. with
sounds
those
like a
fucking-
buffalo.
Yeah.
She comes down, double glasses. She goes, you will not believe it.
Double glass.
This girl, do you remember this girl? And scrolls. And I'm like, I remember that girl. Gives me her sob story and asks for a $2,000 Taylor Swift ticket. I wanted to tell her, have you turned on the news? Have you seen what's going on in this world? And I'm going to give you $2,000. I will put my money elsewhere. I will put my money elsewhere. I'm like, good for you, bitch. Did you say that to her? She goes, No, I'm not responding.
We need Lisa back on immediately because there's so many things we have to review, including the group text she was part of. Did she leave that group text? Lisa was part of a gang-related group text.
Oh, there were threats being thrown.
A gang-related. And Lisa is part of it somehow.
Hits? Oh, and not only that, she got out of one, and then another one started with more people, didn't it not?
Yeah, she was involved in a group chat about two people who got a teacher fired because of inappropriate behavior, and the other person was responding, he's sitting in jail because of these lies you made up, and the other two are like admitting they lied about it. And they're like, haha,
Maybe
his
Lisa
old
needs
ass
to do
is sitting in
something.
jail. We're about to start extorting motherfuckers. And my mom's, I go, you should call the police. She goes, I don't know where they're located.
We'll look up
Well,
where
they
the-
have their phone number,
Yeah, their
and
phone number.
technically,
Yeah, but she goes, they have my phone number and it's 801. All the rest of these phone numbers are from all over the place.
we could read it on the pod and say, if you know this man in
I
jail.
want no part of it.
I want all the parts of it.
I know, it's kind of, we'll see.
It's
really.
yeah, let's do it.
She's got wild shit that happens.
That's
to
what
her.
I'm saying. We need to be, you guys, I've pitched
She
now for
does.
years to Lala. We need a Lisa Reads the News, at least segment. Podcast, I'd love. Lisa Reads the News.
You want to know why that hasn't happened?
Why?
Because my mom says, I get so flustered. I'm like, just do it.
That's what's so great is you're getting flustered. That's the gold behind it.
Literally.
Well, shout out to the person in the comments section. The video that we posted last, not for the bonus, but main episode, that said the podcast is nothing without Lisa.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? I agree.
I agree too.
I
What
want to put a
even is
camera on her 24/7. You guys would get a kick out of
Just
that.
watching her walk around the house is the highlight of my day. You don't understand.
No, just
I will watch her walk around sometimes and look at Lala and just smile because I'm like, I love her.
she just meanders.
She meanders.
And she always tries to interrupt Jess when she's trying to work. Jessica likes to work in the office.
Well, yeah.
So she's not interrupted. And I'm like, don't be a fucking square. Come work at the table.
Yeah.
The moment she sits down, Jessica, you will never, here, I'm going to bring my lunch over. You will never, I'm like, Jessica's trying to work. She doesn't care.
I love it so much. And she'll do the most random things. The other day she had like a V8 can of V8 juice. And she had like this elderberry syrup for her cough. And she's like reading the back and she's like, it says put in, what does it say? Like water or something? She was like, it says put in water. And she's getting the tincture full. And she goes, talking to Lala, do you think I can put it in my V8 and without
Her V8 energy
Her
drink.
her V8
yes.
energy? And Lala's going, no, I mean, no, probably not, Mom, because like
It would say.
as, and then Lisa's listening, literally putting it in her V8.
No, she doesn't care.
And then Lala's like, no, you probably shouldn't. And she's putting it in. And then she takes a sip. And what did she say?
She goes, that is so good.
It's not-
And then walks away. And then meanders away. I love
And then
her.
she wonders why after 3 Red Bulls or V8 Energies and 2 coffees, no food in her system. I just don't know why I don't feel good.
No, she's so
I
epic.
got a fucking
She-
answer for you.
She posted a photo of Sosa over the weekend. Such poor quality. I don't know what she did with it. I don't know what she did with it because Landon took it, and Landon's phenomenal at taking photos. But it was like she just discovered all the features on Instagram because it was like photo of Sosa, text overlay, song, and a caption. And this is... Hold on, I got it.
on her stories.
No.
No, main page. We're going to
I
have
go,
to put
you
it
don't
on.
put text overlay on a photo.
Is it still up?
The text overlay is a perfect angel with a heart, and then her caption is a ray of sunshine with a sun.
She's literally. Oh
She's
my god!
Gigi.
It's so. Oh, the text.
With Rodell Duff, good days.
I love.
I go, did you just figure out that there were many, many things to do on Instagram?
I taught her the song.
Did you?
Yeah, and I know this because she goes, well, what do you do down here? I go, you can pick the part of the song.
Oh, well, she certainly did it.
She did it.
Certainly
she
did it.
succeeded. I'm proud of her.
She's
Aw,
the greatest.
I love her so friggin' much.
There's no one
Your
better.
daughter or
I
Gigi?
can't.
What
Gigi.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by Quince. Fall is definitely in the air. The weather is turning cooler, and that means football games, pumpkin spice everything, and slipping into my most favorite cozy cashmere sweater from Quince. I love Quince cashmere, and I've got a lot of it. Quince is known for their Mongolian cashmere sweaters, which start at $50. I've got the crewneck cashmere sweater. It's so soft and comfy, which I love. And I got it in ivory, black, and heather gray because I feel like it's a basic and you need all three. All of Quince's items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. That includes leather jackets, cotton cardigans, really soft denim, and so much more. Quince partners directly with top factories so they can cut out the middleman and pass that savings directly on to us. I love that for all of us. So get cozy in Quince's high-quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/Lala for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Lala to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Lala.
For the first time, I had a clogged milk duct, by the way.
Can you tell us about that? Because I didn't realize they could like be very painful and maybe even send you to the hospital. You said.
Painful?
Yeah.
Painful.
How do you clear out a duct?
You hope that your baby can suck.
Usually
What
husbands
about-
or wives will do, like partners will do it.
Yeah, and I looked around, I was like, well, that's not happening.
Well, hold on. What about
Don't see one of those in sight.
you couldn't fit your nipple
Maybe
in your
I'll
own
call
mouth?
the Dawn.
Done.
Did I ever tell you the one time that the Dawn and I were hooking up and he's like, your milk is not gone. I was like, what? He's like, stuff is coming out.
Stop. Yes.
I was like, don't say
I
stuff.
hate
Stuff.
It's not
this con-
stuff.
Okay,
Oh,
moving
'cause
on.
he's sucking on your nipples?
Yes, moving on.
And
moving
milk
on.
came out.
And
Oh.
How-
And I was like a while postpartum.
Yeah, no shit. That's like 2 years, right?
I had a boob job.
Maybe it wasn't milk.
It was what else would it be?
Infection of sorts.
Fuck you.
Discharge.
You're disgusting.
discharge from your
Dis-
nipples.
You're disgusting. Jessica, I hate you so
I'm
much.
dizzy. I'm dizzy.
I'm
Of sorts.
I'm gonna vomit. Anyway, luckily my baby is the Hulk Hogan of
She sucked it out of you?
She sucked it out?
Oh yeah, cleared it right up.
But is it bad milk because it's been like
No.
clogged?
Yeah.
No.
Does it become like cheese?
No, it's just like backed up milk that it doesn't become like
In a
cheese.
gland or
in a
something?
gland,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
And or in a duct. I don't know. Like an air duct.
An aqueduct?
An aqueduct.
Your nipple.
But you guys, I looked at the clock one night and I was like, 3 a.m. Like I never have to pump at this time. I pump before I go to bed and then usually around 6 or 7. So I'm like, this is so weird. So I text my night nurse and I'm like, hey, can you please bring up my pumping stuff? She does. I'm pumping. I get not much milk and it's still so freaking painful. So I Google what to do, and it says that you have to like make your boob like mammogram flat and just like push and push.
Oh, it
and
hurts
push.
so bad because I've had a mammogram. It hurts.
I couldn't even lift my arm. The fact that it cleared up is wild.
It's
because
fully
of-
gone?
Oh, fully gone. Yeah. Very proud of me, my pump, and my baby.
Congrats to all 3 of you.
Thank you so
Thoughts
much.
and prayers as well.
Did you guys see that Kylie Jenner opened up about her relationship or friendship with Jordan Wood and how sad it was? Is it Wood or Woods?
Woods.
Oh, sorry. I forgot the S. But you're Walter, not Walters.
Yeah, and people always like to say Walters.
It was actually kind of sad. She said, anytime something happened, good or bad, and I needed to call someone, it would always be her. To lose that person felt really lonely, but I had to go through that. I learned so much, gained so much independence, and was there for myself. It helped me grow up a little bit because we were so attached at the hip. I think that in order for us both to grow, she needed to spread her wings and do what she needed to do as well. I think losing a best friend would be harder than like losing your romantic partner.
I agree. Your best friend knows, in my case, that your best friend knows everything.
Yeah.
Like when you're about your romantic partner, usually too. Like that's like the person you tell everything, even the things you might not admit to your romantic partner.
And I actually really admire the way she went about it. I have not been in, is it Avid? Everything I say right now sounds weird with this voice. I hate it.
I think it sounds great. You sound like Miley Cyrus rasp, but anyway.
Thank you. I'm going to start singing then.
You should.
Wrecking ball.
See?
Money.
But the one after everything had happened where she like made out with Tristan or whatever, and Kylie calling one of the sisters very upset, being like, we need to do something. This is not okay. She's still a person, because she was getting a lot of heat online. And then beyond that, what she was probably going through behind the scenes of like, you fucked everything up. We were like best friends and it'll never be the same. Like, why did you do that? On the flip side, how difficult it would be to be the best friend of a Kardashian / Jenner.
Well, you've got to be just the most trustworthy of all trustworthy. We always say they keep their circle tight knit, and the second you're out, you're usually never back in. But
also, you have no identity.
Right.
You will never be able to get to their level, which also sounds very depressing, because you're seeing it all and you want to be your own person and you just want to be best friends. You don't want to be so and so's best friend, right?
Yeah.
You want your own,
Speaking of which,
identity.
The paparazzi caught 2 of the Kardashian Jenner best friends out and about, one of which was Stassi, whatever, hard last name to pronounce.
Stas, yeah.
And there's a guy behind her. There's 4 of them. The other girl I don't know. I just know that she's one of the friends. Stassi I know of. But the guy that she's with is picking his nose like this.
You sick.
And I'm like, they
Shout out
did
my
him
man.
so dirty.
How dare you be the man of a best friend of a Kardashian and pick your nose? You're
Keep
sick.
picking, baby. Keep picking.
Jail him.
Nope. Keep him out.
No,
He's a good
wait,
guy.
but Stas, I love that you brought up the finding your own identity, because I'm sure that's the
You
case.
feel that way with me.
No.
We all
How
do.
will you
Because
ever reach my level?
So true.
This great
I'll always
potential
be-
that I have, I'm just overshadowed.
But I thought that way about Stas, and literally this morning I saw her in a commercial, and I'm like, okay, she was in a Living Proof. You know that really.
Yes, the hair.
Did you see her in the commercial?
Sure did not.
Oh.
Actually, yes, I have seen her in this.
Yes.
That's not new.
Oh, it's not? I saw it literally this morning.
I live under a rock and I have seen it. So
Or
it can't
it's
be
running for
that,
a while.
Yeah, but I love Living Proof.
Yeah, I do too.
I have none of their stuff.
But you love them.
But they've used it in my hair when I've gotten my hair done.
Their dry shampoo is to die for.
Mostly, I don't have their stuff because the only time I do my hair is when I cake it with oil and put it back like this.
It's nice. You're so lucky. I have a dream one day of being able to pull my full hair back, and
Same.
without the bangs as well.
Same.
Do I have a widow's
No, but
peak?
you don't need. Are you Kourtney Kardashian? Slight.
Let's see. Look at me.
It's like an
Yeah, you
angled
do.
one.
I do too. I shave it.
Look at the camera.
Fuck that.
Oh, I
Oh,
love.
you do have a little widow.
It's cute.
You're a little widow's
Jessica,
peaker.
so far you have called my widow's peak cute and said that I have discharge
Just-
out of my nipples. Fuck yourself. No. You're in timeout.
Lala, I would kill to be able to pull my
don't
hair
back
back like
up.
that.
Keep
If
it
I pulled
going.
my hair back, people would go, "Oh my God, she shaved her head. She's bald." And then they would see the back and be like, "Oh no, hair's still there." It's just the
You
forehead.
got the George Costanza
No,
when
the
you pull it
forehead
back.
goes on for years and years.
It's
I
your
look
big
bald.
brain.
It is my big brain.
Good for you.
Are you ready to elevate your shopping experience? Then tune in to Amazon Live. And for those of you who don't know Amazon Live, let me tell you, you are definitely missing out. Amazon Live is a shoppable video experience on Amazon where you can learn about the hottest products from influencers and creators like me and shop while you're watching. My channel is full of cruelty-free beauty must-haves, my go-to parenting products, and essential fashion basics to elevate your everyday wardrobe. On Amazon Live, you can also ask questions in the live chat and have fun with whoever is streaming. And if you like tea, there is plenty of it with reality stars like Kyle Richards, Paige DeSorbo, and of course, yours truly. So I just finished my new Amazon Live series called Mama Still Got It, where we brought a mix of personal antidotes, parental advice, and interactive segments with special guests from my pod like Christina Kelly and Michelle Lally. I always get a little too comfortable during Amazon Lives where I spill a little too much tea, but I give you exclusive looks into my life that the camera does not always show. I have Jess, aka my brain, Easton, who's my brother, but literally like my right arm. We have so much fun on Amazon Live. It's almost like we're just recording the Give Them Lala pod. I've revealed the gender of my child on one of my streams. I've built such an incredible community on Amazon Live. You have all been so sweet and supportive, and I feel right at home when I'm doing Amazon Live. Stream and shop my new show, Mama Still Got It, on Amazon Live by going to amazon.com/live/LalaKent. Or you can watch Amazon Live's new live TV channel on Freevee or Prime Video under the DIY section and shop along on your phone.
Can I shake you to your very, very fucking core?
Yes.
Okay, so as we all know, the Menendez brothers. I first came in contact with who they are when I was still living in Utah, and Law and Order, I believe, did those little break-offs where it was like Law and Order, the Menendez brothers. You remember, Dad was still alive when we watched it.
I just saw on Fresh Prince,
Yeah?
they bring him up, the Menendez brothers.
In a
Yeah.
negative way?
I mean,
Yeah. Well,
well
not-
back then,
well,
of course.
Yeah, he goes just like the dad in Fresh Prince. He goes like they're acting out, and he goes, "I knew I should have never let you hang out with those Menendez brothers."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wild and funny.
Okay, so they are being given, they're going to make a decision. A judge is going to make the decision on whether to parole them early, keep them in, or give them a new trial.
What do you think?
I think they should just let him out.
Yeah.
I
agree.
can't even imagine the amount of anger someone would have after. I believe them.
Well, you have
That's
to
the
now
thing,
with
is
that
a
new
lot
piece
of people with what?
with that new piece of
Evidence?
evidence. Yeah, the letter that Lyle, I think Lyle wrote the letter to his cousin
Mm-hmm.
about his dad 8 months before they murdered him. So he was saying that his dad was scary, still doing to Eric what he was doing to him,
Lyle,
to
yeah.
Lyle. And he was afraid to go to college because it was going to get worse. And they found that piece of evidence. So that right there should be a huge.
Not only let him out
me.
of jail, pay them so much money
Well, hopefully they get their dad's
so they're able to
money after
live.
or something.
More than that. I don't know why. I was never abused as a kid, so thankfully, and I never watched any of my siblings be abused. I had the best parents. But for some reason, child abuse and elder abuse trigger the deepest, scary parts of me come out. And when I hear like children have been abused, I go off with his head.
Mm-hmm.
I say parole them. Let them out. Enough is enough. Not many people feel that way. So I was looking at Emily from Real Housewives of Orange County because she's a lawyer, and she posted about this. And one comment said, "I'm not going to have a popular opinion here. They were adults, could have left and didn't, could have sued for damages, could have blackmailed the dad, could have done a lot of things other than murder. I think it sets a very dangerous precedent. Claim abuse, kill and walk free. If they weren't Beverly Hills and handsome, would the world of TikTok be so intrigued by them?" First thing, this person clearly does not have any experience with abuse. I feel like anytime someone says, they could have left, shut
Just
the fuck
like
up.
all of Diddy's people could have come forward
Shut the f-
earlier.
Right.
You're
Shut the
scared.
fuck up.
I was gonna
Sit,
say,
take a
yeah.
seat. You don't get to say how someone should deal with something. Second thing is Beverly Hills and being handsome, would TikTok be so intrigued? They're very good looking, but even back then, knowing what we know, especially with that show coming out, the morning show, and you kind of see, I don't know if that's super
Accurate.
legit, but it's kind of the behind the scenes of how stories get moving. And when something, even watching 2020, this murder had it all, right? They love to say this murder had it all to make it a media frenzy. And that's murder. They love when sex is involved.
Money.
They love when money, good looks are involved. And then you add the
The
Hollywood
Beverly
aspect.
Hills.
Of course. So I do wonder, would it be getting all of this attention? You know what? We'll never know if that's really what it is. I'm glad it's getting attention because I've never been through what these boys have been through. Again, I'm saying right now, I believe them. So I'm going to treat it as fact. I'm also not a lawyer, nor have I gone through all the evidence, but I saw Monsters on Netflix.
Oh.
It's going to be interesting for, what's his name? Gascon, who's our DA, because we are approaching the election, and I'm sure he's sitting there going, fuck,
Right.
because you're going to lose and also maybe gain
Yeah.
making this decision. He's leaving it up to the judge. We'll see what happens. Do you guys remember, I don't know if you guys remember his name is also Eric. Weird.
A lot of
Eric
Erics.
Lutz.
Okay.
Okay. He used to work at Sir. This is his face. He has now moved on to being an actor. Okay? He used to work at Sir as a bartender. He did appear on Vanderpump Rules.
Handsome.
He's an actor. This is Eric Menendez.
He should have played him.
He should have played him. Okay? Are we allowed to use Eric Lutz's? He is a public figure on Instagram.
Yes. Did you Google that photo? Or it's on his Instagram.
It's on his Instagram.
Did he put a side by side?
No, I did this.
Why doesn't he? He hasn't
Because every freaking time I see Eric Menendez, I'm like, that is Eric Lutz.
Eric Lutz. Maybe reach out to Hollywood and get cast.
Reach out to
I'm like,
Hollywood.
how is he not playing?
Maybe he didn't act the part.
I'm gonna look him up. Eric
Wild.
Lutz.
Lutz. Anyway,
Oh my
get
god.
on Instagram and look it up. I just showed you guys a picture. Hopefully, we can air that.
Wow.
Isn't it wild?
That's wild. Also, he is a hot guy. Is he this hot in real life?
He's
Eric Lutz?
very hot.
Yeah. I enjoyed hanging out with Eric when we did.
Huh.
He's a good guy.
Super, super freaking hot.
Did you know today is a great day to warranty? Well, actually, every day is a great day when you're not worrying about your appliances and home systems. And that's what you get with American Home Shield Warranty. I signed up with American Home Shield the moment I decided to buy my house. With an American Home Shield warranty, unexpected breakdowns like a leaky faucet or faulty water heater won't break the bank because covered repairs and replacements are taken care of, just like that. And not by me, my mom, or Easton. We wouldn't know the first thing to do if something stopped working in this house. I just contact American Home Shield when a covered item breaks, and their trusted and qualified pros will fix or replace it, based on the coverage limits in your agreement. So having that sort of reassurance from American Home Shield is something to celebrate. When it comes to protecting your appliances and home systems, don't worry, be warranty. Visit ahs.com/GTL today to get 20% off any plan. That's ahs.com/GTL for 20% off any plan. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
I read about this 24-year-old woman. You guys know I'm obsessed with all things like face, right? Mm. If you can inject it in me and it's going to get rid of my 11s, inject it into me. If you can inject it into me and it's going to get rid of my turtleneck.
I'm starting.
Not to be confused with an uncircumcised dick. Okay. Talking about me not having a neck.
A different
head.
You
can inject it into my jaw, I should say, to give me structure. Please do it. If you can put it on my face and give me glass skin, then like I would put pee on my face.
Would you?
If you told me like, here's this new pee from a really
well, aren't you putting like salmon sperm on your face?
I certainly do.
Okay.
I certainly do.
Someone tells you you have to eat your own feces. You have to eat a tablespoon.
A day.
No. A quarter cup. And it would take, and like there's all the good benefits, and it literally would make your skin glass and take like 10 years off. And it's like this magic.
No, I would know that person's trying to kill me.
No, but like in this hypothetical situation, it is proven. So what do you do?
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't?
No.
Even if all your friends are doing it?
No, but that's like saying if my friends were jumping off a cliff, would I? Like, no, I wouldn't.
For perfect
I don't know
skin.
if I could date a girl who was like, I got this skin by eating my shit. I'd be like, well, we're never kissing.
So this 24-year-old, she had acne scars. And she was going to this place where they had set up like a series of things they were going to do, like microneedling, lasering, and they were going to do this whole thing to get her skin to where she wanted it, right? The first things that they did were lasering. Then it was time to move on to the microneedling. They did it so much over one spot. This is what she says. So she's a finance worker from the English town of Grimsby. I'm not familiar with Grimsby.
Hello,
mate. could be a massive place. I don't know what kind of plastic surgeons they have, estheticians. I don't know what kind of facialists they have there. Who the fuck knows? All I know is she said they had done the lasering, which was all good, and then the microneedling. The first session was perfectly fine. However, during her second microneedling session this past July, she claimed the clinician went over and over that same area to the point that it actually wore away the first 1 or 2 layers of my skin. So then it was essentially raw skin. At the time, the clinician never said anything about it, but I was actually bleeding. She only said 5 or 6 days later over a message that she'd noticed that I was bleeding quite a bit. Because I was bleeding, she was cleaning the area with, I don't know, it was a toner or something, but it burned that brand new raw skin. You guys.
Is there a photo?
There is a photo.
What?
Remember, this girl goes in for her acne scars.
Oh my God, we're going to
And this is what she is left with.
My.
And she says it's likely to not go away ever. Fully.
I'm gonna send this to our producers, but this is like so heartbreaking. This is so heartbreaking because, I mean, for many reasons, but like dealing with acne scars and acne, I've had like slight hormonal acne for the past few months, teeny tiny, and I've been like, it's horrific. People get it all over their face. This girl clearly had it, and this now just on top of it, that's gonna scar at the very least.
Yeah.
Thank God she didn't get an infection, or maybe she did. Oh my God.
Well, I think that it's super important to ask, like, before you get something done. Obviously, do your research. Look the doctor up. Also, there's so many things on social media that people talk about. And then what happens is it ends up being $10,000. Who can fucking afford that? Mm-hmm. Not many people. So then you go to someone who claims they can do that for a lower cost. And who knows? Maybe they're great at it and they're just not charging the astronomical fee. Or they really don't know what they're doing. It's like the guy in Atlanta, Georgia, who was doing the veneers and essentially just like gluing teeth onto your own teeth. And it was causing gum damage.
Like gum, like diseases.
Yes.
Because all of it was, your tartar was sticking up there. And then because it was just glued,
He was like
going
basically
under.
super gluing on teeth onto your
Did he
other
go
teeth.
to jail?
I mean, I don't
This woman
know.
was exposing him, and the only reason she knew that it was actually against the law is he told her, I made $100,000 this past year doing this, and I can actually train you to do it. And so she started doing it.
It's a 2-day course.
But she said maybe 45 minutes of it was me actually doing the procedure.
You learn. Here's how great. The course is a YouTube video you watch.
Yeah.
So why take the course? I'll watch the YouTube video at home.
Yeah. And she did 45 minutes of hands-on training, posted it to social media, her doing all of these people's teeth, and comments started flooding in going, this is
very bad,
horrific, and also highly illegal. Yeah, so she was like outing him.
No, like the diamonds people put on their teeth?
Yeah.
They're using the same like glue to glue a real tooth to your tooth.
Not a real tooth, but like a veneer.
A veneer.
A veneer.
To your real tooth.
So then eventually they're going to just
they fall
off.
out. Well, what's it called? How
And
you
also-
get them off? Like they have a video and like you just pry it like a nail. You're ripping off a nail from your original
and then
nail.
filing the tooth.
And then you file the tooth. I'm like,
and this guy says usually it's $2,500 per tooth. But I charge $2,500 for the entire mouth. Well,
yeah,
no shit. So, that being said, do your research on the doctor because a lot of these things cost so much money because they're they're highly trained on how to do it, how hard to push on the microneedling tool. I've only had microneedling done, I believe, by Dr. Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
He's fantastic. Also, ask what it's supposed to feel like.
Yes.
Because they know, right? It'll feel like pricking. It'll feel like pinching. It will feel hot. If it feels like anything beyond what they have told you, you tell them immediately to stop.
Yep.
Well, especially when your mouth and your gums can like...
Well, we're talking about the face.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I was going.
Mouth,
all of it. Well, I was going with all of the things that they're doing. your mouth can get very infected.
Also, if
And
they
then that causes mind, brain, everything. That's where everything can
Yes.
Your
start
mouth
going
is
through.
no,
Yeah,
your face and your head. Like, don't fuck around with that. That's like too close to your brain.
maybe also don't like fuck around with your ass either. Anyway, so I also found
I like them.
that I do too.
BBLs.
And if there wasn't a
really
super high
like 'em.
possibility that you could die, I would have one.
I think you have a great ass, and I think everyone's ass is very nice.
I don't
It
know
could
what
use some
is.
squatting,
Is it
but it's
weird
okay.
that everybody? I just remember being in like high school and stuff, and like most people had flat asses,
Yeah, because
and now
that was
everybody's
the-
just got an ass.
You don't remember the mom? I remember my mom loved it. She would always say,
But
she would
I
always
know-
say, shoulders back, butt in, and I'd be like, butt in. To when she would make me stand up, she'd go half a roll and drop, and then she'd say, and then like tilt your pelvis to like suck your butt in, and that's how you're supposed to walk as a woman.
no,
What?
you're walking constipated. then.
Yeah, you're walking like you're holding your cheeks
I
together.
just want to try it.
No, you should half a roll and drop is what she would do. Half a roll and drop, and then suck your butt in, but also suck your tummy in.
You're walking like Gigi.
It is
No
the
wonder-
Jeej.
no
It's
wonder-
called the Jeej.
She's still trying to suck her ass in.
See?
No.
Oh,
Jeej got pop. And then Tyrannosaurus.
Easton, can you help me do something?
She's bending and snapping, but
Stop.
not releasing.
Hold on, I have to say a little thing about Gigi. She'll get mad at me, but I have to.
Oh no.
She's sitting on the couch on her phone.
Okay.
I want to get a bike. I want to start riding a bike.
Okay. Love this.
And I said, let's just start with walking.
I know,
Just
I was
walking.
like, why don't we use the things that are actually attached? Like, you don't even use what's attached to your body.
No,
Okay.
yeah. Now you're gonna get an item to fucking walk around with you.
You
No.
guys, I cannot
Yeah.
believe I will pay up to a couple $100 if you guys get Gigi a bike, get her a well-fitting helmet, and I get to watch her bike around
All
the
right, now
neighborhood.
we're done. If she has to wear her helmet,
I'll pay. No, she must.
She has to wear a helmet,
And
and,
then
I'll
now
make-
we're good.
I'll make her do it in Palm Springs. We're
Is she
going
good
this.
at riding bikes? I was gonna
Video.
say we could even put a little seat for Ocean and her and Ocean.
You're
but
out of
I
your
don't
damn mind.
trust her
I
to
would
try to ride the
never.
bike
I
with
would
Ocean.
absolutely never make my daughter do that.
That's dangerous.
Let's move on to Housewives.
I trust
Okay.
you, Gigi.
That makes just you.
Can we go right into the suppository, or do we? What do
No,
we?
let's go
do
right
it.
in.
Let's
Let's
go
get anal with
right
it.
in. Bend over. Shove it in, girl.
Shove it in.
We're
So
partying.
I was horrified when Shannon was like, "I'm having cramps and the constipation." I was like, "What?" Because I was horrified when in the confessional she goes, "I have not pooped or whatever in days.
Yeah.
If I don't poop once a day, I'm calling the ambulance."
If I don't poop 3
Wow.
times a day, I'm
3?
something's weird. Yeah,
That's
I
excessive.
got
If
great
I
bowels.
pooped 3
My bowels are so great. Breakfast, bowel
Poop?
movement. Lunch, bowel movement.
Okay.
Dinner, bowel movement. Sometimes I'll just have one just to make room for bed. Why not?
Is this okay? Good for
Maybe
you.
I
like
need
it.
to get checked.
No.
I like
No.
my bowels.
No, and Sosa has the Hutton bowels. Like, she stays going. It's
Yeah.
pretty much every diaper is a poop.
Good for her.
Good for her.
What is a suppository? Is that water? And let's describe it in a way that won't make me pass away if we can. Is it water that is it like a bidet?
What is a suppository?
I thought it was like a pill that
It's a
is
pill?
shaped. Yeah, and it's like
I think it is
they
a pill.
shape
You-
it kind of for your anal cavity. Like it slips in nice,
That you put in your asshole.
and then it dissolves, and I think that's what breaks up the shit.
I'm passing out.
Am I right?
I think that sounds right.
Is that what Shannon did?
Yeah, but you guys, that's not so. A form of medicine contained in a small piece of solid material, such as cocoa butter or glycerin, that melts at body temperature. A suppository is inserted into the rectum, vagina, or urethra, and the medicine is absorbed into the bloodstream. Yeah, so you put it up your
and
bum.
it makes you poop.
And it
it's-
makes you
And
poop.
it's lubed, pre-lubed.
I'm
yeah.
sick. I'm sick.
So there was an episode back when she was married to David. So this was a while ago, where he gave her an enema, and the tube got a piece of the top got stuck in her butt, and he had to pull it out, and that was all filmed. She's a gangster. She shows it.
How
Well-
did he pull it? Did he? I don't.
I don't know. We only heard. We didn't see.
The thought of but she said she was relieved, and that makes me feel good. And I am now quite literally getting dizzy. So maybe we move on to the next topic.
Let's move on.
Okay.
So the girls split up
Yes.
after Jen uses her voice to go in on Tamra. Which,
How
you
did
know,
you feel about Tamra this episode? I love Tamra, but I'm curious. Because she was kind of ganged up on.
She was ganged up on, but she's been part of gang ups before as well. You know, it just happens. And it feels okay when you're part of the gang, not so much when you're part of the up.
Mm-hmm.
Not fun. But we've all been on both sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's just trying to keep her head above water. Like, I did that with Shannon and she's outing me. Well, let me tell you what Shannon did, because she's not exactly innocent as well. And what's happening that's shitty is these two women are trying to prove how shitty the other one is when they've both been part of it, and the only person paying is the person on the other side. At some point, which Gina finally says at that dinner, is the only people hurting are the people on the receiving end, right? You guys going back and forth at each other about who's done shittier things at a certain point in time, it's only affecting us. Like, could you both just shut the fuck up?
Right.
Because now we're outing Ryan with his background check. Now you're outing Shannon for something that Travis and I may or may not have done. Like, at some point, could the both of you just agree to shut the fuck up and stop outing each other? Like, you both suck.
Yeah.
You both have sucked.
Yeah.
Shut up. That's she lost it. She was like, no one deserves this. It ends now. I thoroughly have enjoyed this season. We only have one episode left, and it airs tomorrow. Yeah, the finale. And then we go into the reunion, which is always my favorite part of all the seasons.
Yeah.
But earlier on in the episode, the ladies break off, and it's Heather, Gina, and Tamra, and they go have caviar. I would rather be a part of the other group because I feel like I can go get caviar
Anywhere.
Like, I could go.
Polo Lounge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I couldn't be having caviar in London anywhere. Like, I'd only be able to have caviar in London while I'm in London.
Right. That's a good point.
But like a pub in London just seems like fish and chips.
That's what you got to do. Fish and chips, use the malt vinegar. Like, I would do fish and chips and get a Guinness, even though they're like so bad for you.
Can I tell you something on the never before seen footage of Vanderpump Rules?
What?
The girl at the non-alcoholic place we go to, she goes, "This is our cerveza." And I go, "What's a cerveza? A light beer?" And she goes, "It's just a beer." I go, "Oh." Fucking idiot.
I don't know.
I had no idea. So when Jen's like a Guinness, I don't know. All I know is Malibu and Coke is my drink, whether I'm on a beach or in London or in the town of London. I love her.
No, that looked way better. However, caviar
I can't think of
is
anything.
so good.
Caviar is great.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything worse than having a Malibu and Coke over fish and chips.
No.
Vomit.
That sounds horrific. And I'm someone who I will drink with the theme of where I am. I don't care if I love it, if I hate it. If I'm in freaking Cancun, I'm getting a tequila. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
don't have a Malibu in.
Oh, I'm having whatever she did.
Give me a Guinness. I don't care if it hurts my tummy.
You know what I always did? I always had a shot of tequila when I got to Mexico, but then would have vodka sodas the rest of the time.
Really?
So you always just have the one, you know,
Yeah.
to top off, like on the trip, have one to feel like on theme with
Or
where you
start
are.
the meal with one.
Yeah, be like
Yeah.
a little fucking touristy, and then have
Yeah.
your diet Coke and Malibu rum, whatever.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Heather and like the daughter thing and the kids?
I want to leave OC on that note.
Okay.
You sound like them.
I sound like who?
The kids.
What do you
Me?
mean?
No.
My tone of voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Raspy.
raspy.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Shannon's daughters are so cool.
So cool.
And there's nothing sexier than a raspy voice like that because like you've had a hard night and maybe you fucked the random door guy.
Yeah.
Who knows? No, the girls are so cute. It's very weird as someone who's watched them
Grow
from the
up.
time they were like toilet papering and they were super young to seeing them now. And it's like, wow, this show is filmed and airs every single year, right?
Yeah.
And this is how old they are now. Like, time is fucking wild. 365 days ain't that long.
Nope. It's like Gigi and Bella Hadid.
I know. Kids having kids. I feel like I remember you when you were just this high.
I know.
I'm that person.
I
I'm like, the last time I saw you, you were like this big. And they're looking at me like, fuck off. And I'm like, I so get it.
yeah, because I was always looking at.
When people said that to me, I'm
I was
like,
yeah, fuck
who
you.
are you? Go
Weirdo.
away.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. I'm really saddened by that. And I trust Emily with my life. And I do believe that she and Shane heard the boys say that Katie's daughter said that. And I just don't believe that two little boys at the age of 8 would be like, we don't like Heather. She yells at our mom. Like, super disheartening. I really liked Katie. And for her daughter to do that and for Katie to be like, Tamara, you got to hear this. You got to hear this. And then her daughter to like make that up.
Yeah, that's weird. And it's
It's
also...
ick. It's ick.
It's ick. And like the poor, I don't know if the daughter was like, we don't know, right? I can say, I don't know if the daughter was like, hey, what if I say this on camera? Like, will it give me a scene? Or if it was more the other way around. But if that is true, which I believe it is, that the daughter made it up or Katie made it up, to like encourage it to be said on camera
It's
and
weird.
bring your daughter into it is like, yucky.
And I co-signed heavy on Katie. I said she was one of the best of the best. And we're talking Sonia Morgan at one time was the newest housewife. And I co-signed on Katie like that. And that's the shit that went down.
It's
Like, you
embarrassing.
can say whatever you want about Heather Dubrow. That bitch is real. Like,
Yeah.
hi, I'm here. I'm fabulous. I don't need this etiquette course because I wrote the etiquette course. I'm rich as fuck. And quite frankly, I'm bored with you guys most of the time. Like, she doesn't try to hide it, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't be sneaky. And don't use your daughter.
No,
And certainly don't pin it on 2 8-year-old boys who can't even
right,
defend
that's
themselves.
what I was about to
That's
say.
fucked up.
yes, she could have had some solid babysitting jobs after this episode, and now she's not going to have any.
Certainly not. All of OC has called to cancel her ass.
Oh no, but also don't because she is what 18. She's
I
a
don't
kid.
know. You old enough to know better not
19.
to pin things on an
18,
8-year-old.
Yeah.
I love Emily. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. And I'm super excited for tomorrow night to see how they duke it out because Heather Dubrow don't play.
I know I love Heather, and you know what I loved this episode? I don't know if she does this a lot. Her snapping back to like normal, like there's drama happening, like when Jen came in the room and she had the crop top on and the jeans, and there's
Her
like
abs looked
drama,
great.
and then as soon,
I had ab envy.
and then in Heather's like, and there's heat, and then as soon as she leaves, like she looked amazing though.
No, but she did it with the onion rings the episode
Yes.
before.
Oh, she did. Yeah, yeah,
I don't know if this is inappropriate timing, but that's the best onion ring I've ever had. So good. So freaking good. And who would have thought that Heather Dubrow would eat an onion ring?
I know.
You know?
And she ate
It was
donuts. This
The
right?
time it's because she was in a place that called for it.
Exactly.
Go
She
with the
knows
theme.
She
etiquette.
knows. It was the theme.
Go with the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Easton watched in New York.
Okay, how was it, Easton?
He told me it was boring.
Really?
So I'm still going to watch it, but
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was imperative to talk about. Potomac, I'm such a goof.
You're such a goof.
I'm such a
Hi,
goof. I say that to
I love
Ocean.
it.
I love when you do that. I was unaware that Potomac started a while ago, and I am the biggest fan of Potomac. There's 4 episodes. I'm sure there will be 5 by this week because that's how the show works. It airs once a week. So I watched 2 last night. Out the gate. Out the fucking gate.
I
We
like
are
Ashley.
off to the races, and it is a 5-star season. 2 episodes in. That's how it's fucking done, ladies. That's how Housewives is done.
How did we not know it was on? How did you not know it was on? Straight to jail with you.
To jail with me because I feel like my feed is different now.
Oh, your Instagram feed?
Yeah, I'm still like seeing pregnancy and breastfeeding and all the things. A lot of WNBA stuff too.
Oh.
Yeah, we're in it. Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
I'm just gonna jump right into the very end.
The
at
Donnie or
Angie's-
the Donnie showing up?
We're gonna
Oswald.
talk about yes.
Oswald.
So we're
Not
gonna
Oswald.
jump
It's Oswald
just
for me.
right to Angie's party and everything that happened there. let's talk about Osmond showing up.
His name's Donnie, right? Or am I losing?
No,
Jared.
Yeah,
Okay.
Donnie's like a real Osmond.
By the way, they look similar, and I'm sorry, I'm on Mary's page. I'm like, that's
Right?
the same
That's
person.
what I said.
The two guys that
Yes.
she's with, they look very much alike.
Like, that's the same person.
Yes, they look a lot alike.
Yeah.
But that's kind of Utah-ish.
Yeah.
I feel like all the dudes kind of all look the
Yeah.
same. Beards. They all have like that beard.
We're
same
all drinking the same
hairstyle.
water, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the women kind of look the same. Blonde,
Yeah.
pretty teeth, pretty
Yeah.
women. But they
No,
all kind of have that.
Same
You're
look.
from Utah.
In fact, I would say that the fact that Salt Lake, like I wouldn't say that most of the women look like the women on Salt Lake.
Housewives?
On Housewives,
Not
right?
at all.
Like take how they dress out of it. They look, I would say that the Mormon show on Hulu is more of a proper representation of what Utah
It's
is like.
Yes.
So Jared shows up.
Off Justin inviting him.
Yes, he's a real piece of shit, though. You guys,
Well, that's
he's a real. But can I tell you that Brittany? It's embarrassing. Get it together. You are a grown woman.
She'll never get it together with her in her confessional saying, I sometimes, like,
In
after they
her
break
confessionals?
up. Yeah.
Would you call it a conventional?
Conventional.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
Confession.
I was like, what is this? I don't know where we're
But she
moving.
goes, I sometimes, after we break up, I wipe my tear and I start swiping. And I'll go on 3 dates
It's a
sometimes.
night.
When I heard that, I was like, you got no respect for yourself.
Zero.
Oh,
but it's
that's
like,
funny. I heard that and I was like, yes, because I have girlfriends who I'm like, stop pining over this man for a week. Go on a date. Go on a date. He's not worth your time. So when
Jessica,
she said
is
that, I was
so
like,
Oh, you
strange
like-
that
I
you
was
would
like-
feel that way. Can I tell
Yeah.
you what makes me really, really depressed?
what?
I don't feel like women who take a beat for themselves get celebrated enough.
Mm.
The women who have a breakup from a bad dude and they start dating, everyone goes, yes, girl, get it. And I'm like, how unhealthy? How fucking unhealthy is that? But the woman who's like, I'm going to take a moment, they're like,
My heart hurts for you.
You're going to move on.
Oh,
You
I
won't
agree.
always be wounded. It's really sad.
I agree. I love a woman who takes time for herself. And also, let me focus on my girlfriends and my career. That's literally what I said after Kyle. But I also, I do have a lot of girlfriends who, sit at home sad. And sometimes I'm like, just have fun. You don't have to kiss the guy. Go out.
Oh, see, you and I are on
Enjoy.
such different pages.
Why?
I'm like, don't go on a date. Go fuck someone.
Really?
The best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
Hey.
My best friend's mom taught me that.
How old were you? 6.
17.
I was just about to say.
17.
Really?
And a virgin. And then I lost my virginity.
That night.
that night. No,
So
but
proud of that lady.
I'm looking at this grown woman and I'm like, this sounds so rude, but let's just call it what it is. Like, this is pathetic. You've got to pull it
But
together.
I do see, I like
crying
Heather.
with the other date there. Like,
Yeah.
you're embarrassing.
I don't like the crying. I would have excused myself, but I can see why. If her heart was clearly in it and she's been trying to get over it, I would have excused myself because I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction of seeing me cry.
No, and you
I wouldn't have
also don't want
stepped
to give him
outside.
the
Yep, I wouldn't have
satisfaction
stepped outside
of
with him.
stepping outside. You know what
Yeah,
you
I don't
say?
like that.
I'm ignoring him. I'm with my date. I'm going to treat him as if he does not exist. He doesn't belong here. He was not invited by the host. He was invited by a third party.
Mm-hmm.
Totally inappropriate for anyone. And if we weren't filming a TV show,
You wouldn't be here.
that would not have been okay.
Right.
Like, who even are you?
Right.
Please leave.
But also, he's a grown adult. How can you not
And why-
turn the invitation down?
Because he's thirsty as it gets.
Well, he's so
That's
thirsty.
what-
Also,
yeah.
let's be honest, and I'm going to say it. He had to get mic'd. He had to get,
Oh, yeah, you know
for
damn
the
well.
party. So it's like,
a
ugh.
lot
You
of
had your
planning
own
goes
scenes.
into it.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can't just pop in you can, but then production is it's a whole thing. Like you have to get
You have to sign a paper that says
Mics and,
you're. You have to sign off your rights.
And
of
you wanna
this,
know
your
how you
face,
know? Because-
everything.
Yes, you do have to sign off. He definitely wasn't being boomed because you have to be super tight in with a shot, right?
No, he was mic'd.
In order for someone to be boomed.
I
Yes.
could tell he was mic'd when
They were
they
getting the
walked
wides.
outside.
and they were and the fact that it's the same vibe I have toward him from when he wanted to be like, yeah, I just wanted to have a meal with you and say my piece. He's doing it for the cameras, and it's gross.
No, he's disgusting. But she also needs to get it together.
Yeah.
Well, she does, but I
Because
do
she's
like the
so
way Heather
beautiful
says,
and well spoken. What does Heather say? You've been trying to say it for a
Well,
minute.
no,
I keep cutting you off.
her past, the Mormon religion teaches you that you're only going to heaven if you have a man. So man to man to man until I find one, I'm going to get into heaven. So I won't take that beat for myself. I have to find a man.
Or
and
I'm
Heather
not
does
worthy.
touch on it. Yeah, well, the Mormon religion says there's 3 kingdoms. And if you are a widow, like if you, not a widowed, but if you die without a husband as a woman,
Yeah.
you can't make it to the highest.
Celestial kingdom.
Yeah.
So you can just make it to one of the lower kingdoms?
lower
The
ones.
lower kingdom with all single women? That sounds lit as fuck.
That's
I would want to
yeah.
be in that kingdom.
I liked when Heather said that because right when she said that, I was like, that is Utah.
Yeah, no,
Woman
she makes
going
sense.
from, and so Brittany, if we could, just take a beat, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You don't got to be in Utah.
Well, she's so hot. And
She's
it's like,
so-
stop giving these people so much of your time.
right?
She is so hot, but if she was raised Mormon, right?
yeah, but
So
then
it's
again,
drilled
she'll never
into
get
her.
away but she'll never. You saw how she treated Aaron, her date. That's why she's in the boat she's in. She would have
That was
dismissed
sad.
him.
I
she
felt
could have.
horrible for Aaron.
A
Same.
month? I thought he was going to say a week.
And if I was Aaron, I would have walked out of that
I
fucking
would've
house
left.
I would have
so
too.
fast.
And I would
would've
have
been
said,
like, have
this
a go
bitch
home.
is fucking insane.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have just, I would have just been like, do you,
And then she's like crying to him. I would
Yeah.
have been like, honey, like, get it together.
I wonder if he did. I wonder if he was trying to, I always go to like, I wonder if he was trying to hold it together and be like,
No, you could tell he was never talking to
Yeah.
her again.
Yeah.
But
No,
he
I
was
could
a
tell
gentleman,
in
so
that-
he wasn't going to leave her at the
Yeah.
party. But after that, he was aborting mission.
Yeah.
Smart fucking
Good for you,
man.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Good for
Smart
you.
man.
yeah,
I don't even like men that much.
yeah,
But
I
that
mean-
one, we do.
yeah.
Yeah, I did like him. Anyway, what is the ache and relief of the week?
Oh, I have an ache and relief.
Go
Shall
for it,
I?
Jess. Yes.
Okay. My ache was, or no, my relief is that we celebrated Kyle's 40th birthday, which is today. Kyle, my ex-fiance, we celebrated it this past weekend.
Today is in Monday or today is in
Today
Wednesday?
is in Monday, October 28th.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Happy 40th, Kyle.
How old is he?
He's 40.
He looks so
fucking
good.
He
great.
looks amazing. He cut off his braid.
Thank God.
He's ready to get.
My ache, and I want to dive into this more, you guys. DM the podcast and tell us if you're interested in this. Our friend Kate was there, and she brought up the trad wife TikTok and Instagrams that have been going around.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the trad wife?
No.
Traditional wives. Oh my.
Oh yeah, they like are hot churning butter with like a baby on the tit, right?
Right. And there's some that I think, so I think, you guys tell me if you agree, but I think that Nara, anyone who follows the trad wife know who this is. Nara, I think that's more of a personality. Ballerina Farm, I think that's real deal. And I think it's really sad. No matter what, I think it's very sad and it's not a good message to women.
What is
But-
the message? Stay home, cook, clean.
Oh, the man is like, no, the man is in charge. That is like, that's the
That's
rule
the
maker.
king. He makes the rules. You fall in line.
And you fall in
I'm
line,
the rule
and you
maker.
have a place. You have a place, and like it was heartbreaking. Ballerina Farm TikTok. I'll say it really quick. All she wanted. This is a billionaire husband. All she wanted for her birthday was a trip to Greece, and she kept saying out on socials like, "I think I'm gonna get the trip to Greece this year." And she's got 8 kids with him. She's home all. She's like, "I think I'm gonna get it." He gives her gift. And when you watch it, you'll know it's real. Gives her gift on camera. She's opening it up. Is it? And she says, she opens it on live. Is it a trip to Greece? Pulls it out. It's an apron with like egg holders. And you can see in her eyes. And she's like trying to act excited. And you can see like how heartbroken. And she's like, oh my gosh. And he's horrific.
No, but truly,
I know.
that is sad.
No, it's like, I want to do a deep dive on
Money
it.
makes assholes. That's what I've learned.
Well, most.
Yeah, it just, I think you have to be not a great person to make that kind of money.
Yeah. Billions, yeah.
You got to be a little.
Or maybe that's
fraudy.
just something I tell myself. I'm a good person, so I could never be a billionaire. But then again, only people that say they're good people are
not.
assholes. And I stand by, I don't really know if I'm a good person or
I
not.
do good deeds.
Some
but
people
who I
think
am could use some work.
We try.
I think I could do better.
We could all do better every day. Good
Great
job.
answer.
If you knew better, you would
That's
do
how
better.
we know we're all good people.
Yep. I get you
Anyway,
better.
moving on. What's your
Moving
ache and
on.
relief, Easton?
All right, my ache. I'll start with my ache. It is Marine Land.
Why is it
Fuck
still
Marine
existing?
land.
Exactly.
I thought
So-
that they got rid of these clowns.
No.
They only signed the paperwork.
Yeah. So there has been 17 whales and dolphins that have died.
Walrus Whisperer.
Come on now.
Yep.
The
Walrus,
best of the
yep.
best.
Okay.
So that is just my, there's been since 2020, 17 dolphins and whales have died. There are currently 32 at the Marine Life, and one is about to die.
In the back thing
In
that
the back thing,
that
yep. That
Walrus Whisperer is a 5-star
Go
account
follow him
to follow.
on, yes, and it's Walrus_Whisperer.
Yep. You can find him in the people I'm following.
Yeah, go to me or Law's following, and you'll follow him. But yeah, that is my ache.
I love
is
that ache,
just
Easton.
Yeah.
More marine life. I try. Yeah, and then my my relief of the week is gonna be when this releases.
When this releases?
Are you kidding? The 30. Well, the 31st, I guess, is on Thursday. But like getting all the costumes.
spooky.
And,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
giant smile on her face. Why?
we're going trick or treating.
Yay!
With Al Davis and
I can't
somebody
wait.
else.
Is
But
it-
yeah, that's
Is
my
she
relief.
actually
is
dressing up as Al Davis?
I'm
No,
making her
but-
at this point.
All right. Well, then you can figure out the costume because I'm
A wig that I
tired.
cut into a bowl cut. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Does she have a mustache?
Oh, we can
well,
make
she
her one.
must.
She must.
she
She
mustache.
She did. She do.
But that is my relief. Is just Halloween.
Trick or treating
Yeah.
through. We're celebrating Halloween through the eyes of children. Fuck you, Jessica. You've been clowning on me all day. My ache. I truly don't really have one. Probably the fact that the ballots are being, or the things are being lit on fire, because I'm really just like, I just want the world to be better. Like, truly, it depresses me. I don't leave the house often anymore because the world is very scary and traumatizing, and I'm in search of some good. And I think that's why I kind of stay in my bubble right now, because it's the one place that I feel is good. I get to be with my children. I get to be with my family. It's something that I can control. Once I leave my four walls, I can't control much, and I don't love what I see. And I could be contributing to the shit. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who the hell knows? What I do know is the world makes me a little sad right now, so I just stay put. Or come out to be on the podcast and talk shit with stakes that aren't that freaking high. My relief is that my baby is back. She was gone for an entire week because we're going to Hawaii for 2 weeks. That means the other side also gets to take some time to travel with Ocean. I know she had the best time, but I am going to pick her up from school today.
Have you not seen her?
I haven't seen her in 7 days. I dropped her off last Monday, and I'll pick her up this Monday. So by the time this airs, I will have had my boo-boo back. And I'm very excited. That's my relief.
Yeah, we like that.
I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will catch you next week. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe.
Did I get all 3? I'm getting really good at that.